Line 000 is used strictly to define your column defaults. This line will not print on your report. It is only used as a formatting tool for each consecutive line. Operation on line 000 may only be X or Y. X operation allow you to identify a range of account numbers to have access to while structuring the report. Accounts defined here don't necessarily mean they will all print in this column. They only allow access to the range. Y operations are used in two instances. The first, when you want to use a column to provide totals in horizontal fashion. Secondly, you may use Y operation to calculate percentage, also in horizontal fashion. In either operation, you must indicate the starting column position. Column width will default from screen A, but may be overwritten at any time. For each column you want in your report, you need to create separate action on line 000. That is, 4 column reports would require 4 actions lines 0 and action 1, 2, 3 and 4. Since text on the left margin is not a column, you will not set up an action on line 000 for it. After defining each column, you will then begin identifying each subsequent line that you want printed. Any line after 000 will print on your report. The following is a list of valid operations for any line except 000. A. Account control operation allows you to further restrict an account range on specific line or further restricted to specific column on specific line. You may use this operation to overwrite the default setup in both screen A and also in the column definition in line 0000. B. Blank line. You may give how many blank lines to print between data. D. Date code control operation. This operation is used to control the date and format it prints. Text may be entered before or after the date and entered within this operation. Any text to print before the date must be followed by cap symbol. I. Description line operation. This enables you to hard code text into the report. M. Math functions operation. You may use this operation to perform various math functions from a range of lines or specific columns. S. Sign changes operation. Use this as a toggle switch to control whether or not the sign of numeric values print. Liability and revenues are credit amounts and therefore would print with credit sign unless you tune this operation on. Also, you will need to tune it off before printing asset and expenses, or it will cast the signs to reverse whether this operation is used or not. It will have absolutely no effect on calculation. It is for cosmetic purpose only. T. Total line operation. This in direct relation to the accumulators established in screen A. You will use this operation to obtain totals on a vertical basis for all columns or a specific column. It enables you to use subtotals or to reset for additional calculations. 0. Print zero balance line operation. This is used as a toggle switch. Once turned on, it remains active throughout the report unless turned off. By using this operation, you can assign whether or not you want to print the description of accounts if they have no balance. N. Displays zeros operation. Once again, a toggle switch that controls whether or not to print zeros in your report. W. Time control operation works the same as date control. Hash. Insert number operation. You can use this operation to hardcode a specific number on your report. H. Header operation. Use this operation to establish a header format that will print on subsequent pages on your report. You may also control page numbers through here. The number of lines assigned will be the number of lines that follow the header operation that will print on your report. F. Footer operation works the same as header operation. Q. Establishes multi-lines operation. This operation works like a toggle switch. It can be used to save time by having it print your account having to enter each account description on individual line. The one thing about the Q operation is that it recognizes each individual fund, account, department configuration as a separate account. Therefore, it will not print one line entries for each account. C. Change centers operation. Use this to change the specific cost center for the next action only. It will not affect subsequent lines. E. Annual percentage operation. Use this operation to have the system calculate the percentage of year remaining or the percentage of year completed. L. Line feed to line operation. This may be used to control the sequence of line printing. P. Page feed operation. This operation establishes a form feed at any point in your report. Percentage operation. You may use this to calculate percentage on vertical basis as a compared to establishing a Y column to do percentage on a horizontal level. R. replicate line operation. You are able to duplicate any line or range of lines by using this operation. It saves time by minimizing keystrokes. Each line may have multiple actions with multiple operations. It all depends on the individual report. Working through the sample reports provided will help you a grasp of how each operation works in conjunction with other operation.